In July 1968, a Mr. Walter Rizzi's car broke down in the Dolomite Mountains in Italy, and he recalls it as if it were yesterday.
I was walking for help, and suddenly I walked into a wall of fog, and at about 300 meters there was a huge UFO. I continued walking, and at about 40 to 50 meters to the right of the UFO, there seemed to be an enormous robot figure. It had 3 legs with 4 arms, and it seemed to be working outside of the object. I was befuddled. The light was incredibly intense, and it hurt my eyes. It had a kind of halo of orange-violet light, which reached about half a meter beyond the skin. The light didn't spread further than this halo, and where I stood was still dark.
Dal centro dell'UFO si apre una luce arancione, a metà di questa luce nel centro c'era come una luce viola e acceso un essere con un casco.
I saw a figure with a glass helmet on. The eyes were like a cat's eyes, emerald green and white. His nose was also cat-like. It had a finely drawn mouth. The skin was olive-coloured and flawless. Its head suggested rubber and was completely unwrinkled. He came towards me. Telepathically, he asked me where I came from.
Un verde chiaro, oliva chiaro, chiaro, chiaro. E quando muoveva la testa così, era come se fosse di gomma, non faceva rughe, niente.
Then he told me about them. He said they came from another galaxy, very, very far away. They were from another planet, which had at some point suffered from some kind of disaster. It was 10 times bigger than Earth, and it had 2 suns, a large sun and a smaller partner, the so-called binary star.
E dal pianeta dove loro vengono è un pianeta, mi ha detto, che è 10 volte il nostro pianeta come grandezza. Ci sono 2 soli, un sole grande e un sole piccolo. E mi dice che quell'UFO dove sono loro è un trasporto, per quello è così grande, perché loro portano giro.
Their UFO was a transport ship, and they were collecting samples of animal life from our planet, some of which they put there in the first place. Their planet was similar to Earth and had plants and grass, but they needed animals.
Come a suo tempo mi ha detto, altri extraterrestri della vostra galassia hanno impiantato.
He went on to say that our planet suffered from some kind of imbalance, and that at some point in the future there would be an incredible disaster. A crack would appear in the crust of the Earth and in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and that would be the end.
Non è bilanciato e nel prossimo futuro succederà un disastro sul vostro pianeta. E il disastro probabilmente, mi ha detto, sarà da una crepa che è nell'Atlantico alla quale viene sempre fuori del magma.
Ha parlato anche di Dio.
Quando gli ho fatto quella domanda,
He also spoke about God.
è rimasto stupefatto.
When I asked questions, he looked at me as if I was a fool. When he looked at me, I felt undressed. I felt an inner happiness when he spoke, which I can't describe. I felt at one with everything. God was in me. God was in the air. God was in the air we breathe. God was in the words I spoke.
L'aria che respiri è Dio, la terra dove pesti è Dio, i sassi, le piante, tutto quello che ti sconda è Dio.
When I understood he was about to leave, I became desperate and looked wildly around at the forest. I spoke out loud and begged him not to leave. I sobbed, "Don't leave me, don't leave me." He replied he had to go and couldn't leave me anything at all. It would harm me. I sank to one knee and I sobbed like a child. I pleaded with him. I was inconsolable.
This was a very deep and moving experience. Even after so many years, the feelings are still fresh and vivid for Mr. Rizzi. All of the conversation had happened by telepathy. For a year after the encounter, Mr. Rizzi suffered from a skin problem and a neurovegetative disorder. His hair fell out, a common event among those who have had such a close encounter. These are the symptoms of radiation sickness,